Hey, what's up guys? Today I'm back with another video. Last time I made a little poll asking what you guys wanted me to make for the next video, and Quest System won by over 60%. So I've already done that and made a video on it. If you want to see that, it's at the top right. Just click on that little thing right there. And the second thing was the leveling system, which didn't have as much, but it still has around 30%. So I decided I can make that one as well because it's a pretty nice thing to have in a lot of games. Um, Without further ado, let's get started. Alright guys, to start it off, we're gonna need a leader stats that's going to save the player's level in. We're gonna have the player in here, and then let's make a folder that is inside the player, and we're gonna make sure this is called leader stats, and then we're going to make a level number value. So let's make a number value here, put that inside of the folder, the leader stats folder. Here we go. We already have something for our leveling system. Alright, so right here you can see I have level right there. So I actually want to go ahead and make it so that you start off at level 1. I've also gone ahead and made a separate folder for our XP. So now we have not just your level, but also you have a player values folder with your XP. We also need to make another number value here, and as you can see I've made one called required XP, and this one will basically just track the amount of XP that you need to have in order to level up. Alright, so now that we have all of the values that we're going to be using, or like that we need, let's check out our module script and fill it out with everything that is going to compute those values. So let's actually just write it out first, all of the functions, and not actually filling them in yet, just to get a feel for what we're going to be doing. All right, so I've made all of the functions that we're let's start off with the get required XP. And real quick, let's just make a required XP variable and return it. Oh my god. Let's just set it equal to 0 for now. Okay, so we first need to get obviously the level of the player, because we're going to need some kind of formula to calculate for the required XP. Your required XP is based off of your level, obviously. So let's really quickly get the leader stats, which is the player, and let's just make a wait for child leader stats. And now the player level, or I guess this will do, player level is equal to leader stats dot level, because in the leader stats we call the level like this. So that is what we're going to be using to find it. Now we have the player level, and we can just do that value here because we don't need to take the object, we only need the value. So this just means for every level you start off with a requirement of 5 XP plus your level times 2. So every level you go up, your required XP will increase by 2, or we can make this 3, whatever. So yeah, level 1 will be 8 XP, level 2 is going to be 11 XP, level 3 is going to be 14 XP. So just a little example here, and yeah, we're returning it, and this is how we're going to get the required XP. And now when we update our required XP, it's actually going to be easier, because we have the function to get the required XP that the player needs. So all we have to do is just do local required XP again, and then set it equal to the module dot get required XP and put in the player. This right here is going to update our required XP. What this function basically does is it just takes your required XP number value inside of your player values folder and sets it to the required XP number that was returned from this function that calculates for your XP that you need. Alright, so I have just taken both of the folders with your level info, and then you get the required XP, your XP, and your player level. And so yeah, here we just add the XP onto your XP number value or number container. And this isn't all, because with adding XP comes being able to level up. So we also have to check if you can level up, and if you can, then you do level up. And that's what we do in here. We use a while loop to just level the player up. And the reason why this isn't an if-then statement is because with an if-then statement, you will only level up one time. Even if you add 1 billion XP, you will only level up one time. If you do a while loop, it's just going to keep on looping until your XP is no longer greater than or equal to your required XP. So this just means it loops until you have less XP than required to level up. Yeah, there you go. And then yeah, here it adds 1 level to your player level. So player level dot value plus equals 1. That's what that does. And then it gets your excess XP. So basically, after you level up, let's say you have 15 XP and your required XP to level up is 15 as well. Obviously, it's going to use all that XP to level up, and you'll be left with 0 XP. And this is what it's going to set the next XP bar to, which is 0. But also, if you have excess, like let's say you have 17 XP and your required XP is 15, you will level up with 15 XP, but you still have 2 excess. So that's what it's going to set the XP to. You have 2 left over. This is your leftover XP. I guess it's probably better to call it leftover XP. So there you go. This right here adds the XP, and this right here loops until you have less XP than required, and also it levels up the player if conditions are met. And yeah, the conditions are this. So yes, we are done with this one, and on to the last function, which is removing XP. We have to basically just let's see, wait 1 second, because it would be nice to use, yeah, okay. So what we will do is obviously the same thing as before. Except we won't need the player level, because removing XP, this is assuming that you go with the most common design choice, which is if you even have a removing XP function, because it's not common to have a removing XP function, or like to be able to lose XP. But if you do, then it's only ever going to go back to 0. It would be kind of annoying if you go back a level. So I'm not even going to add that as a feature for this one, for this leveling system. Basically, you're clamping the value for after you remove the XP. So you're clamping the value of the XP that you're going to be left off with after you remove XP. And basically what math.clamp does is it restricts a number to a lower bound and an upper bound. So let's say your lower bound is like 0 and your upper bound is 10. Any number has to be at least 0 and at most 10. Otherwise, it's going to force it to that bound. So if it's over 10, it will be set to 10. Otherwise, the number isn't changed. But yeah, it's just going to clamp it to those values. And this is just so that the number doesn't end up being less than 0. I also could have done just something easy like if xp.value is less than 0, then xp.value equals 0. But honestly, why would I want to do that, you know? That is very lame and it's not cool. So I'm using map.clamp to set the value to the correct number. So yeah, xp is equal to that. And there you go, guys. There you go. That is our entire leveling system done. Random part here. Alright. Also, I'm going to bring back the output because he is needed and he is wanted. Alright, let's add a script and a proximity prompt here. Local part is equal to script.parent. Local prompt is equal to part.prox. Oh, proximity prompt. Prompt.triggered. Whenever the prompt is triggered, we'll run this function that takes in the player. Let's require the module in here. And now, since we get the player whenever we trigger the prompt, we can do level module dot add xp. We can add 4 xp. We can add 4 xp. It's a nice number that doesn't really line up with. It does. Let's add 3 xp. Okay, whenever we add some xp, it should show in the output because that's how I wrote the print statements. Wow. Well, I'm sorry guys, I forgot. We need to put the player in here. Wow, I could have just looked up here and seen it, but yeah, we put the player in there, and now we can add xp to the player. So this should add 3 XP to the player. Bam. Oh my god. I'm quitting. I'm quitting YouTube. I'm deleting my channel. The player leveled up 4,995 times. Alright, sorry guys. Once again, this time it was also a pretty simple mistake. And we just have to update our required XP after we level up the player, so like that. And also we update the required XP when we add XP, or we don't really have to. We put it here instead. Basically just put it wherever you put your data saving. And so like right after you get the data, or like you update all of the players' values to whatever data that they have stored, you will also, you know, update the required XP. Yeah, watch it work guys. Let's pull up the values here, and as you can see, I need 8 XP to level up. Right now I have 0 XP. This thing gives 3 XP. So bam, 3 XP added, 3 XP added. And once I add 3 more XP, I should level up and I should be left with 1 XP. Yes sir. I'm level 2. Now my required XP is 11. And so on and so forth, you know. I keep on adding XP, I keep on leveling up. Easy leveling system, guys. I had no problems creating this. I'm quitting YouTube. I'm deleting my channel. Wow, I'm sorry guys. I hope you guys liked this video. I had a lot of fun making this video and making this leveling system. If you guys like this video, please subscribe and drop a like. That's it, guys. Goodbye. Have a good day and peace out.